First joke that killed on stage.
Police radio joke when the police check your license and they look back and the joke is okay, but me just going,
Yep.
just imitating dispatch. Murder.
Roy Wood Jr. Is this an old-fashioned?
Yeah, old-fashioned. Yeah, I don't know when I transitioned to old-fashioned, but I feel classy now.
In all the drinks we've done, nobody's ever chosen my favorite drink. And
The
you did.
old-fashioned. Well, then that means that we're kindred spirits.
There we go.
Yeah.
We're in Jupiter, in Rockefeller Center. Roy Wood Jr., you're a comedian. You were on The Daily Show for a lot of years as a correspondent.
Yeah.
Now you've got Have I Got News for You, the host of that.
Yes. Welcome to Have I Got News for You. I'm Roy Wood Jr.
You have a book, The Man of Many Fathers.
Yes.
It's basically a tribute to your son, or you wrote it for your son, right?
Yeah, but it ended up being a journey for myself.
Yeah.
That's the thing about a book. Like with stand-up, you know where you're going. With TV, you know where you're going. But a book, you're discovering things about yourself along the way.
As you write.
For me, the book started as a journey and kind of like a little bit of a notebook of who I am in terms of my values for my son to pick up. And when I started looking at what my values were, the more I realized I didn't get most of those from my father because he died when I was 16. I got it from people within my community, people that I met only once, random coworkers, comedians. And so it just became this beautiful menage of characters. And so that's what the book became.
You grow up, in the beginning you're in Memphis with your mom
Just
alone.
me.
Then you guys go and move in with your dad.
Yeah.
But he's got a girlfriend on the other side of town.
Yeah.
It's complicated.
Yeah. And
having
I'm my
that.
mother's only child. I'm the 9th of 11 children
Yeah.
by my father. So you don't get all of your father
Right.
when there's 11 of you.
Yeah. He was a radio guy.
Yeah, he was a radio
Big
guy.
commentary.
News commentary about very hard issues affecting Black Americans. Like, he didn't do cupcake stories.
Yeah.
If it was struggle, conflict, riots globally, he definitely made contributions to the betterment of our society and my race. So I have to acknowledge that wholeheartedly. But yeah, at the house, sometimes you didn't always see him. And so you grow up with that and you have to reckon with, well, how did that affect me? And the book it's just a beautiful journey into that part of my life.
Some of the stories about when you're young and your dad would sometimes turn off the power or the heat on you and your mom.
Yeah,
It's tough.
My pops was a breadwinner, and so if my parents got into an argument, sometimes money is the thing that would be taken away. And so the gas might be off. You might come home one night, there's no heat in the house. You come home one night, there might not be lights. But what I learned from my mother in those situations was you still gotta finish your homework. Life has put these circumstances in front of us, and that's unfortunate, but the work remains.
It seems like you also learned self-sufficiency. You were working when you were in grade school.
I think about that and how coming home some nights and the power being off, my mother and I trying to figure, all right, well, how are we gonna pay the reconnect fee? You learn to start squirreling away cash. You learn to, at 13 years old, to rake leaves. You learn how to encourage employers to violate child labor laws so you can work 30 hours a week at 15 and 16.
You did
just
that.
Just so there's enough money tucked off. And I think a lot of it also was rooted in not wanting to be a burden to my mother. My mother's in grad school. My mother's putting all of her money into getting secondary degrees to get a better job so she can get us out of this situation.
It resonates. Like I told you, I couldn't put this down. I was just like chapter to chapter.
Like even getting arrested for stealing credit cards in college. That wasn't about being cool. That was, oh, I don't want my mom to worry about me.
You go off to Tallahassee.
Yeah, to Florida A&M.
Yeah. You got in college, you're there. What happened?
I mean, like, if you're talking about like the actual, the ideation of like, oh, here's the impetus for it. I went to a gas station. This is 98. This is the first years of pay at the pump. Like back in the day, a credit card receipt had your full credit card on it. And your name as it appeared on the card. I was 18 at the time. We would take those cards and order pizza. We would order pizzas, and then I would just sell pizzas on campus.
Did you purposely get a job at the post office on campus to do that? No.
I registered for work study, and the only thing left was post office, because post office is boring, and nobody wanted to do post office.
So
and then I got the job at the post office, and I was like, jackpot.
More credit cards.
Credit card would get mailed to the post office for a student. We would intercept it and then take it and buy clothes and sell them. And then we got caught immediately. And so I got suspended from school because of that. Almost expelled, should have been expelled. And during that suspension, that's when I started doing stand-up comedy. And that's where I discovered stand-up.
Why right then do you go, I'm gonna do stand-up comedy now?
Because I thought I was going to prison. I'd always wanted to do comedy, I just never had the guts.
So that was like such a scare that you're like, I gotta do this thing I've always dreamed of doing.
I got arrested. I'm going to prison in 6 months when I die. So let me check off everything I ever wanted to do. That's my time to do literally anything I've ever wanted to do on earth. Comedy was on the list. I went to court. I got probation. That was 1998.
You didn't get any jail time.
No, I got
That's
probation.
a huge break right there.
Don't know how it happened, but it happened. And now we sit here. And that's what started my career. That time in Tallahassee is the best thing that ever happened to me because, you know, I was forced into my destiny in a bit of a way.
Quit clapping, you never heard of me. Don't even front.
You start doing stand-up comedy. It seems like for a number of years, you're really out there doing one thing after the next, right? How would you describe that period?
Skinny. Very skinny. Fiscally skinny, not physically skinny. I slept in my car a lot. I slept at truck stops. I took that car from Birmingham up to South Dakota, down to Miami. I drove all the way to Denver. If I was in the city more than 2 days, I got a day job at a temp service, or I would do day labor.
Day labor, like you described working in a church, sanding the floors or something.
Yeah, they're building just construction jobs. You name it, I did it. Dug ditches, picked up trash on freeways. Like, I'm in a city for 4 days to tell jokes at 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning, I go downstairs, I get a continental breakfast. It's 8:45, and you're chilling for 12 hours? No.
Not you.
Go work, go do something. There's always some work to be done. Yeah.
So when does it change? I mean, everybody knows you now.
You're equating notoriety with success.
Fair.
And
Fair.
I don't think they're the same.
Yeah, they're not.
In the eyes of everyone else, it's like, oh, wow, people know you now. Yes, I would say The Daily Show. The Daily Show is probably where I had an opportunity to go from here to here.
In terms of notoriety.
In terms of notoriety, people were aware of me. I was a comedian. And Conan O'Brien, shout out to Conan. You know, Conan was a guy that put me on TV every year. There was a 4 or 5 year stretch where it was Conan O'Brien and ESPN. And what's wild is at that time on ESPN was really just a training ground to prepare me for The Daily Show. Because being a comedian in the sports world and navigating the different live lines that you can hit and do a joke the wrong way prepared me for how to handle the joke structural jujitsu that is political satire. And so I do Daily Show 2015 and everything took off.
Thank you, Trevor.
Roy, welcome to the show. Real quick though, what's going on with the outfit, man?
I dress up whenever a black movie wins Best Picture.
I'm lucky, like there's skill, but then luck is still a part of it. I opened for Wendy Williams the month before the Daily Show audition. I was on tour with her and she was the one who let me go audition.
Wow.
And I'm her opener. It's like 30 cities.
Yeah.
If you skip one city as an opener, traditionally you are fired. That is the precedent in the industry. Oh, you can't do all the cities? Well, do none of the cities. And I go, I can do them, but this one day, can you please let me go to New York and audition for The Daily Show?
And what'd she say?
She said, changed my life.
Honestly, it shouldn't surprise investors. Toys R Us didn't keep up with the times. It's right there in the slogan, I don't want to grow up. Well, you should have.
What was the best part of those 8 years when you were at Comedy Central, when you were doing The Daily Show correspondent work?
I think the best part of The Daily Show was being able to travel and tell other people's stories. I absolutely love going out and talking to strangers. Even since I left The Daily Show, every now and then, I'll just go out and talk to people. Like I went to Scotland and just started interviewing people.
Why not?
That itch doesn't leave.
Yeah.
And so I think the thing that I'm most fortunate for was to be able to walk into a room full of producers and go, hey, this thing is happening here. I think this matters. We should go cover it.
I'm happy to be here. Oh, real quick, Mr. President, I think you left some of your classified documents up here. You can get to
2023, you do the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And then that same year, Trevor Noah's leaving, right? They're going to find a new host. You talk publicly, like in some interviews, you say, like, well, I'd love to be the host.
Yeah, I would have. I would have, but it didn't seem like the process would be clear. If you were deciding to stay at a job, and I told you, I don't know who your next boss is going to be. I don't know if I want you to be the boss. If we don't have a clear structure on how we're going to look for the next boss, you stay.
That's why you decided to leave?
Yeah. When you don't have a clear vision for what the search parameters are, the paranoia returns. And that's no different than when I was 13. I need to do the thing that I believe gives me the most stability now. None of these jobs are permanent. You lease them.
Yeah, that's the truth. Could we do a rapid fire?
Rapid fire.
Okay. First joke that killed on stage.
Police radio joke when the police check your license and they look back and the joke is okay, but me just going,
Yep.
just imitating dispatch. Murder.
Pre-show ritual. You have one?
No,
No.
I don't have any pre-show rituals.
All right.
Post-show.
Post-show rituals.
Post-show, I like to sit and be alone in the green room for about 20 minutes after and just reflect.
Really?
Just think. I like stillness.
You just want to sit.
Just sit.
Do you have a hobby outside of all this?
Jigsaw puzzles.
No way.
I
I
like jigsaw-
love jigsaw
I like
puzzles.
jigsaw puzzles. I glue them, I frame them, I put them on the wall.
Cheers to
Mount 'em
jigsaw
like a
puzzles.
fish, yeah.
Best piece of advice you ever got?
My dad used to tell me you're worth more from your neck up than your neck down. So I've always believed that in terms of knowledge, guiding you and being the North Star.
You have any advice for someone who wants to do what you're doing?
My advice for anybody that's not living in their purpose is to start or find people that are doing what you do or that are driven and just be around them. It will rub off. The same way negativity rubs off on you, same way positivity can.
It's wonderful. Thank you so much, Roy Wood Jr.
Thank you for having me.
Great to have you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Good times.